Hello, boys and girls. Greg from the Scary Spirits podcast here to make you another cocktail. This week's cocktail is the Broken Heart cocktail. And as always, it is the featured cocktail in this week's episode. We're going to start with our shaker with ice. To that, we're going to add 2 parts vodka. 2 parts. I'm going to do 2 ounces. Next, 1 part pomegranate and or cranberry juice. So 1 ounce cranberry juice. Next, 1/2 to 1 part triple sec or Cointreau. 1 ounce. And then we shake well. Next, take our chilled martini glass and we strain the cocktail in. Look at that, boys and girls. Then you can add pomegranate seeds or cranberries for decoration. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like a fruity screwdriver. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the podcast. See ya.
When you think of Cupid, you probably envision a delightful cherub spreading love to everyone. Get ready to change your vision after this week's episode of the Scary Spirits podcast, Cupid from 2020. The god of love we see here isn't pro-love at all, and he isn't an adorable cherub either. Listen, I know Valentine's Day can be really lonely, but please don't summon death to sick the demon Cupid on your enemies. It's so bloody, and it's just not cool. Cheers.
Welcome to the Scary Spirits podcast. Please be advised that the presenters may use adult language and or discuss adult situations. This podcast is not intended for younger listeners or those that may be easily offended. So, if you're ready, let's go.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm Greg.
Hi, everyone. I'm Karen.
And welcome to the Scary Spirits podcast. The podcast that combines the 2 very different, yet highly compatible worlds of scary films and alcoholic spirits.
What could possibly go wrong?
Indeed. How are you, Karen?
Feeling the love, Greg. How are you?
I thought you were going to say feeling festive, but yeah, feeling the love. Yeah, that's appropriate, I assume. It's always good to feel the love, isn't it, Karen?
I mean, yeah, does that really have a moment? It's just more intense when it's near Valentine's Day. How are you, Greg?
I'm okay, Karen. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. You're not feeling the love? A little too early for you?
Yeah, a little too early.
You like a big
You know,
one
because
love bomb at the
we
moment.
pre-record these episodes, boys and girls, so I'm not quite in the spirit yet.
Well, this movie will do it for you.
Speaking of this movie, Karen, was this week's choice your choice?
This choice was my choice. You're such a wordsmith.
Tell us, Karen, what choice have you chosen for us?
The choice I made was the 2020 masterpiece, Cupid.
Should I ask, is there any reason you chose this film?
Well, it's Valentine's themed. And when this comes out, it's just a couple of days early. So if you're listening to this now, get out and get something for your significant other. Fair warning.
Depending on when you're listening to it.
True.
If you're listening to it on Go Live Day, you got 3 days, boys and girls. 3 days.
You can do it.
2, if you don't want to be out running around on Valentine's Day.
Buying something at the gas station.
Yeah.
Got you a nice can of WD-40.
Yeah. Got you a silk rose.
Hey, better than nothing. I wouldn't say.
Not that I would know anything about that, Karen.
Me.
Right. Yeah. Do we have a cocktail to go along with this Valentine's themed movie?
We do. It's called The Broken Heart. Wah wah.
And how would one make a broken heart cocktail, Karen?
You're going to need 2 parts of vodka, 1 part of cranberry juice, and a half a part to 1 part triple sec. Mix it all in a shaker with ice and shake well. Strain into a chilled martini glass. Add pomegranate seeds and or cranberries for decoration.
I think it said you could use
Pomegranate also.
Cranberry juice. Oh, pomegranate juice. Yeah.
Yeah, you can use either. I used cranberry. That's why I said it.
I did as well.
And I didn't add anything fancy, although my ice cubes are heart-shaped. I'm just going to throw that out there. If anyone wants to keep up.
Oh, look at you, Karen.
They're just melting away.
You really are feeling the love.
I know.
Should we give our friends and listeners time to make their own broken heart cocktail?
Let's do that.
Hold on. And we're back.
Yes, we are.
Might you have a brief synopsis of this film for us, Karen?
I do.
I believe you said it's from 2020. Did you say that?
That's what I said.
Okay. Go on. Tell us all the story.
After being horrendously embarrassed by girls at school, a witch summons an evil entity to exact revenge on everyone who's wronged her. And then some. I just added that last part.
Thank you, Karen. We are a match, except for what you embellish. All right, Karen, tell us everything you really enjoyed in this Valentine's themed masterpiece, I believe you called it.
Well, I had seen a couple of headlines of reviews, so my expectations were very, very low. And I will say it was better than I thought it would be. But I had 0 expectations for it.
You just said they were low, Karen.
Well, very low. Okay.
So
not negative, but so it was better than I thought. Story's kind of interesting. I like mythology, so you get a little bit of that at the beginning. Some of the effects weren't terrible. Most of them were, but some of them weren't. It's a small cast. They tried to use some groovy lighting. I'm not 100% sure it worked, but I appreciate the effort with the colored artsiness lighting in it.
Oh, is that what it was, Karen?
I don't know. I'm reaching.
Right.
I'm reaching. It's not particularly well done, but it was okay. Do you have anything that you liked?
I liked it a lot more than I thought I would as well, Karen.
Yeah, I didn't
really read a lot of reviews though. I found a review and I kind of skim them usually. I actually found 2, but I think I might have found a good one and a bad one. I don't know, but we'll see which one I pick to read.
I just
Um,
saw headlines, and most people were very disparaging of it.
I thought the actors playing the teenage kids, were more believable to be teens than most films we've seen, I think.
True. And I think they were better actors than the adults.
Oh, they were. I almost said casting, except for the adults.
The adults were terrible, but the teens, they were a little one-dimensional, all of
but
them, but the
the
story's there.
the adults looked like they were playing it over the top a bit.
They looked uncomfortable somehow.
Yeah, and they really weren't really old for the most part either.
No.
There was a couple aged people in it, but
Who were better?
they were. The older they were, the better they were. Our story, the story's good. I like the story. It's interesting. I mean, summoning demons. I'm here for it.
I mean, who doesn't love that? And it was in English this time, not
It
even
was.
Latin.
I didn't even have to ask you,
Yeah, so there you go.
or I won't. And next thing I have written down is acting for the most part. So what we just talked about. The effects are okay.
Some are a lot better than others.
But the eye effect
Perfected the eye effect.
they overdid, right?
Yeah.
They only did it a couple times, but once was enough. As soon as they did it the second time and it was the next kill, I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be all eyeball shit.
All eyeballs.
They got it. They figured out how to do it. Or it's easy, actually. So it was much better after that. So I was, I guess, pleasantly surprised. That's what made me pleasantly surprised in the effects. That's all I wrote.
It's not a substantial film.
It's
It's
not,
pretty,
but it's
I think it's one note, but I think
fun.
and it,
It doesn't drag.
no, and you get the sense of the outcast, the kid that gets
There are a
picked
couple
on. Yeah.
times where I'm like, what? Now who is that? What's going on? But
And I would like the cookies. I knew
I didn't
immediately.
even get that.
Oh, I
didn't get
did.
it.
And
I
I
don't know
was
what the
like,
hell they were talking about.
that was. So there was some creative horror in it.
Yeah. It's got gore. If you like gore, it's got gore, blood and guts. It's got all that. So this film made me laugh at times and even made me scream once.
It got me a couple times with the kills. I wasn't expect. I even say in my notes, well, okay, got me.
Well, I
You
had
know.
seen stills, so there was one kill which I thought if I hadn't have known about it, I would have been more like, "Ooh, look, that's cool" or whatever, you know. But it went right out her neck. All right, anything you did not enjoy, Karen?
Well, we kind of touched on it. The adult actors aren't very good, and it's just sometimes the reactions are very nonchalant, like very, especially at the end when they're like, okay, it's over. I mean, spoiler alert, one kid's missing an arm, and they're all just kind of like, yay, it's over, and they walk out, and you know, the mean girl is kind of like, I don't know.
She's
I mean,
almost vindicated though at one point.
no, well, sort of, but you all see what their issues are. It's not. I will say Cupid up
Like
close.
I hated her for the longest time, and then I'm like, oh, well, she's right. She's got a point there. She's right. It's not her
I almost
fault,
thought
but
she was going to be
whatever.
the final girl, which would have been
That would have been
really,
bad. I wouldn't have liked that at all.
but it would have been a twist.
It
But
would have been.
Cupid far away is much worse than Cupid up close. Like when he's in the sky, it's a little ridiculous, but when he's close, I thought it was fine. I thought it's obviously a mask or whatever, but I got it. He is quite deft at putting an arrow where it needs to go. Wasn't, the lighting's kind of weird. And then it's a 24-hour thing, and these kids are at the school and they are in detention, but it's going on midnight, and nobody's parents are like, where are my kids? Like, it's just, there's a lot of suspension of reality of what, because I'd be like, well, why isn't any parent,
Well, the principal has already told the parents that they're in
but not,
detention.
yeah, but you don't have detention until midnight. And then, like I said, they just kind of walk out like, okay, it's done.
Well,
And
he
you've
could have
got,
told them they've been given the job of tearing down all of the decorations for the dance, no matter how long it takes.
I don't care. If my kid was gone past like 8 o'clock, I'd be, where's my kid?
I would
Like,
definitely be texting them or
well,
whatever. But yeah,
anyway, you have to suspend belief in a lot of horror films, but there were just moments in this one where I was like, oh, come on. Like, that's not going to work. But that's all I have. It's better than I expected. So I don't really have a lot to criticize about it. Do you have anything that you didn't like?
first thing I wrote, it's dark and the school looks deserted even while they're in school.
It's true. There aren't any other students around. There's
uh,
only the cast members in there.
there are a few there's a handful of extras.
Somebody's sibling, probably.
Yeah, in like one scene. The lighting, I didn't like the lighting. I mean,
It's weird.
it is weird. It's like the whole thing took place inside a haunted house or something.
Right. Why is the bathroom glowing
And I
purple?
mean a entertaining haunted house, not like a real haunted house. Like a
Yeah. Oh, no. Like, why is, I mean, even her bedroom when she's at home, it's purple. And then when they're in the school, the bathroom is bright, like pink or purple colored with,
green.
and blue and green. Eh,
In my notes, I'm like, ooh, they must have green lights in the women's at the girls' bathroom at
Yeah,
that
because
school.
that's when you want to put on your makeup is when there's nice green glow all around you.
At one point, I thought, I wonder if they're using that green light because it makes the blood look darker or something.
Oh, possibly.
I don't know.
But then they used purple. I
Like
think
it
it
could have
was,
been bad blood, and they were like, "This, let's
yeah,
use green lights, and just look dark. It'll look like blood." Who knows?
they overdid the lights though, like that, I think. But you're right, it was like deserted.
You talked about the small cast. I'm like, I wasn't going to mention it, but I write down like the cast members here, and I have 17 people. His names written down. I didn't use them all, though. I didn't know who was who.
Well, there's like really 4 or 5 significant cast members.
Yeah. Significant, yeah. And the other thing I wrote is Mr. Jones is stiff. He's stiff.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be this, charming guy teacher that all the girls and everybody loves him. And I'm like,
And he should be older too, because I mean, we learned he started in medical school or whatever, studying to be a doctor. Then he quit that and said, I'll just be a teacher. So that's going to add a couple years to your program, I would say.
yeah, if you were in med school, you've gone through at least college.
Well, he said, I think he says he was studying to be a doctor. I don't know exactly what he says, but it was too expensive or whatever, too much debt. But that's all I wrote.
Yeah, it's okay.
Ending one great.
The ending was kind of silly. Like I said, no one seems traumatized by the amount of dead bodies around. No one. The teachers, the kids, no one. It's like, oh, I'm going to need a stiff drink after this. I'm thinking, yeah, I guess, but that's not something that you would say as there were dead children around you. I don't know. It was just too trite. And I always wonder in these horror films, these are the surviving people, and they're going to tell the police that this Cupid demon came down from the sky and killed all these people. When you're thinking, the police are going to think they did it. Like,
Yeah.
who's going to believe Cupid? Demon Cupid came. Like, okay.
They can all
Anyway,
collaborate each other's stories, though.
I guess.
And one kid's got a sawed off arm to show for it.
Trust me. I was like, I don't know if I would do that, but
All right. How many cocktails do you want to give this film,
that's
Karen?
a tough one for me because Is it a 4 or is it a really, really low, like 3? It's probably a 4. I'd guess it's a strong 4, though.
I guess we have to give it a strong 4.
I can't, because we've given way better films 3s, so I can't justify giving it a 3.
Yeah, but
But it's not.
did we enjoy it more than maybe a film we've given it a 3?
I don't know. Some of the acting's pretty bad.
The adults.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one lady kept changing her hair. I couldn't. He says, "Is that her?" I didn't
Yeah,
know.
through the course of the day, and then she's in these revealing tank
Different
tops.
clothes.
It was
She
just
changes
weird.
clothes and hairstyles during the
Yeah, it's
day.
weird. It's a 4, but it's a strong 4. And I would say if it's on and it's Valentine's Day and you don't want to watch ones you've already seen before, it's good.
I will say it is included with Amazon Prime if you want to watch ads.
Oh, on YouTube, that's where I watched it. It
I
had
did as well
ads.
because I didn't want to
Yeah.
watch ads.
Yeah, but I ended up with ads.
I did not.
Oh, that's nice. Right as there were about to be a kill, there would be an ad. And I was like, oh, that's just bad timing.
All right. Would you like to hear a review from the time, Karen? Way, way back in 2020.
Sure, that'd be awesome. What do you got?
First, I have to tell you, this has a 3.5 out of 10 on IMDb and a 12% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
See, I mean,
What do you think those Google users would say, Karen?
I'm going to go 52%.
Trick question, Karen. I have no Google users.
Okay, well,
Nobody on Google, or not enough to make the cut anyway, is reviewed this film. So
I just think that those levels are harsh, considering some of the other films we've watched that get much higher ratings.
yes,
But
I think it's because we were entertained by this one.
yeah, maybe. And had very low expectations.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you that one, Karen.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding.
Review I have is from a website because, of course, no newspaper would put a review of this film in it.
Did it even come out in theaters? It probably didn't, did it?
I don't know.
Is it only a YouTube movie?
It's from a website called horrorsociety.com, a writer named Michael DiFilippo. And it's dated January 21st, 2020. So I didn't look up when this film actually came out. Did you?
No, I did not.
You think it came out in January?
Be weird, wouldn't it?
Well, end of January. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's for Valentine's Day, so sure.
It was released on February 6th, it says in the States. So maybe this person had a screener.
Or was it made in England? Because it seemed like it was.
Yeah. It looked like it to me. Well,
Yeah.
this says country of origin, United States, but I don't believe that. It was filmed in England, obviously. All right. He writes, and I'll read the whole thing. I haven't really read it, but it's hard to find Valentine's Day horror flicks nowadays, and it's even more difficult to find ones that are any good. Luckily, Cupid, the upcoming release, there you go, release from Proportion Productions, has you covered for the pinkest holiday of all. It matches our cocktail, Karen. It's very pink.
Yes.
Written and directed by Scott Jeffrey, Cupid finds a tormented high school student who also happens to be a practicing witch. After one final embarrassment, she summons Cupid to take revenge on the classmates who've wronged her. Only this mythological figure is darker than the story told because it was not yet finished. Now the students must figure out how to break the spell while fighting for their lives against an evil, winged, arrow-shooting beast that should have stayed dead. Georgia Jane, Bao Tu, Michael, blah, 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 starring Cupid. He lists like the whole cast here. Produced by Jeffrey Scott and Rebecca Matthews, this title is releasing on DVD and digital this February 11th, courtesy of Uncorked Entertainment. So there you go. What's great about Cupid is that you get 3 stories in one movie while it manages to stay fluid and coherent. There's an opening segment that really sets the tone for the rest of the picture, a sequence that finishes the backstory of the dastardly Cupid and the rest of the film that's the traditional narrative folks are used to. So if you pay attention, Cupid is the Valentine's Day gift that keeps on giving, or is that supposed to be Christmas? Anyway, setting Cupid in a high school was the perfect way of rolling out this flick because Valentine's Day is taken much more seriously in that 4 year span than in any other time of your life. It's crucial and lonely and heartbreaking and happy, and just the right time for this winged crusader to drop in and start killing people. And unless you take a course during college, high school is also the only place you get to learn about Greek mythology. It all fits together in a neat little puzzle. Cupid features cinematography by Ben Collin and editing by Scott Jeffrey. As an independent production, I only have two complaints. One, there are a handful of scenes that deserved a second or third take. None of the actors in this film were bad, but certain scenes needed a redo due to an underwhelming performance or missed cue. Second, the Cupid isn't always intimidating and terrifying depending on the lighting and the angle. He is the focus of the movie and the main reason anyone is going to pick up this flick, so he should have been polished more to make sure the promise of a killer Cupid is delivered 110%. I agree.
Yeah, I do too. But they did okay with what they had. I liked his sandals shots. They would show his Roman sandals. I thought that was pretty funny.
Everything else is great, really. Cupid has a lot of inside drama and one scene with Cupid standing on a stage that was effectively creepy. The whole thing was paced well and written well, and the special effects were a notch or two above average. Cupid was put together nicely aside from my two complaints above. Would I recommend Cupid as part of your Valentine's Day viewing list? Hell yeah. Would I recommend Cupid to any scary movie fan who collects holiday horror films? Hell yeah. Would I recommend Cupid to independent cinema enthusiasts? Yep. Listen, it's not the most exciting title coming out this year, and it's not the most gory, but I was thoroughly entertained, and Scott Jeffrey came up with an idea and masterfully executed that vision, and that's something that's hard to do so accurately. And he gives it a 7 out of 10.
There you go.
All right, Karen, before we go into it scene by scene, should we discuss next week's film?
Let's do that. What do you have on tap?
The film I have is from 1962, a Hammer production.
What?
Called here in the U.S., Night Creatures.
No, I thought it was called Here in the U.S.
No,
I was
it's
like,
called
what?
Night Creatures.
Night Creatures. Okay.
Over in the UK, across the pond, as they say, it was called Captain Clegg.
Okay. Is it a vampire thing?
I don't know, Karen. I've never seen it.
Oh, well, what drink do you have to go with it?
The drink I have is called the Scarecrow.
Well, you must know something about it then.
I know,
lie. You
I know a little bit
lie.
about it.
Okay.
No, I've never seen it, but I know the story it's based on. So,
Okay. What do we need to make the drink?
oh, you're gonna love it, Karen.
Oh, great.
We're gonna need 4 parts coffee rum, or in an emergency, which I will definitely have, ordinary white rum.
There we go.
So
Okay.
that's what I'll be using. 3 parts Kahlua.
So we're already in an emergency.
Yeah.
Kahlua, okay.
3 parts Kahlua,
Wow.
2 parts lime juice. I know that's a lot of parts in it.
Ugh. Lime juice and
8.
coffee?
8 parts pineapple juice, 4 parts lemon juice. That's a lot of parts.
Wow.
We're going to shake ingredients with ice and strain into a highball glass.
Well, of course.
Then we're going to add ice if we haven't overfilled our highball glass with all these parts. And it says, if possible, serve with actual straw.
Okay.
There you go. It says, yes, it looks like mud water. That's the point. Garnish the drink with some weird, spooky stuff to emphasize the theme.
Weird, spooky
Scarecrow.
stuff. Okay.
All right, Karen, are you ready to get into Cupid?
Well, let's see how far we can get.
Okay. Cupid from 2020. We both already said we watched it on YouTube, but apparently different channels because I had no ads and Karen did. The link in the comments will be the no ads version because that's the one
Nice.
I have.
Well, that's the one we should give out.
As I said, it is available on Amazon Prime. On Amazon Prime, it's rated 18 plus for violence, frightening scenes, smoking, foul language, and sexual content. Not near enough. Open and we're here, the story of Cupid the god. All about Cupid, how his parents,
It's
blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
blah.
it's not really that accurate. So I'm going to tell you the real story and then why Cupid got so mad. But because what happens, Cupid, everyone thinks
I
of
was going to
Cupid.
ask, I have right here, mythology question mark. What is
Um,
is this actually the mythology?
it's close, but
Okay.
Cupid, everyone thinks of as happy and, love and shoots. Like he's often looked at as a cherub or something.
Yeah.
But
Giddy. He's giddy.
well, he's happy because of love. But Cupid has a dark side. But just going to tell you the story quickly. So Psyche, we'll just go basics. Psyche was beautiful, and people were starting to worship her instead of Venus. Venus is Cupid's mother. Who's his father? It's the god of war. Mars,
Thor or Mars, whichever. I don't know.
Roman god. Let's see. I get them mixed up because I know Mars. Sorry, Mars, the god of war. So Venus is the mother, the goddess of love, beauty, and fertility, and his father is Mars, the god of war and justice. So, different ends of the spectrum there. So Venus is known for her beauty, but Psyche, who is now a younger version, people are starting to think she's more beautiful than Venus. So Venus gets pissed and orders her son Cupid to make Psyche fall in love with a monster. So, Cupid can shoot with an arrow and then whoever make people fall in love. But Cupid falls for Psyche. So Cupid marries Psyche in secret and visits her only at night, forbids her to see his face, warning that curiosity will bring ruin. But Psyche's sisters are like, Psyche, look at him, look at him. So she uses a lamp to see him, discovered who he is, but he wakes up and he flees. And then, of course, she's heartbroken and pregnant. She seeks help from Venus, who but is still angry, so gives her 4 impossible tasks, including sorting grains and fetching water from the underworld. It's kind of like Hercules, but not, I think he had 12. She only has 4. But other gods and goddesses help Psyche, and she completes the tasks. And then she goes up. Now Cupid forgives everything, and they go up to Olympus, where she becomes immortal, marries Cupid again. They renew their vows, and they give birth to their child, Pleasure. So what the story that we get
I like
is,
that one better, Karen.
yeah, that Cupid.
Here's what I wrote, Karen.
Okay, you tell them what this says.
Mom, jealous of his girlfriend, who is Psyche, made them stop seeing each other. Girlfriend died while coming home from a quest. So Venus sends her on a quest, like you said. In this version, she only had to do 3 things, but she did it. She dies as she's almost on the
The
doorstep
steps. Yeah,
to
she's
present
too weak.
her what she's got from this quest. Cupid swoops her up and pricks her finger with his arrow, thinking this will save her. But the arrow was laced with poison,
By
apparently
Venus.
by
Yeah.
Venus. He gets pissed and he decides to prevent people from falling in love. We get a little bit about death messed with his mind because death figures too prominently in this, I think.
Yeah.
And that Cupid can be summoned, basically.
Yeah. Death makes him hate love and fills him with hatred, and he becomes a demon. So he can be summoned to get revenge on those who abuse love. And then the book is closed, and it's got a leather cover and says Cupid on it.
Words to read, Karen, Valentine's Day. I say we see a couple on a blind date, question mark. That's what it looks like to me.
This was probably the worst acting.
Well, yeah, he was bad. but like I said, she's over the top. The girl excuses herself to go to the bathroom because the guy's a total douche. And she's calling her friend and she says she's going to go out the window.
Of the bathroom, yeah.
So then the guy who's on the date looks at his phone and he's got lots of missed texts from someone named Sandy. And apparently Sandy arrives to see the guy. And I'm like, is this the next? Are they like exes or something?
I thought it was his wife.
We see a heart pumping on a laptop, and Sandy explains that she summoned the demon Cupid. And I wrote, oh no, it's his daughter. And she's there to help. She wants help from dad.
Yeah, it's his daughter, and she says she's done this because of what he did to mom. He can't figure out what she's talking about because she's all harried and like, just can't spit out. She's trying to explain what she did, and he finally just drags her outside. He's really rough with her because he thinks she's on drugs.
Right. They run out, and then they run into the guy's date.
Sneaky. How bad of luck is that?
What are you doing out here?
No, just getting some fresh air.
And then Cupid shoots an arrow through her eyeball. She gone. Sandy and dad run away.
I said he's a terrible actor.
Daughter tells dad that mom is gone too. They're in the
They're
woods.
running through this open field to get away from this Cupid that's flying in the sky. I'm like, you gotta
They
go
do
find.
end up in the woods.
Finally, yes.
Cupid shoots dad in the leg, and Cupid grabs Sandy by the hair and forces her head onto the end of the arrow sticking out of dad's leg. She gone. That was pretty neat. And then Cupid rips out dad's heart.
Yes. I thought, oh, we're going to see a flashback now. I thought, we're going to go 2 days earlier or something, but it's
No,
not a
apparently
flashback.
We go
I said,
forward,
we're going to see act 2 here.
I guess. And then we see someone burning sage, it looks like to me, Karen.
They're smudging.
Smudging. And then I wrote Faye because I knew her name was Faye. She pricks her finger and recites an incantation. And I wrote, she's burning a photo of her and a guy. I don't know who the guy is. I don't know what's going on. Words to read, Karen. 2 days until Valentine's Day. So either we've gone back in time or we've gone ahead a year. I don't know. I don't know which.
Oh, I assumed this was round 2. So
Okay. A teacher who is Mr. Jones goes to see another teacher. I wrote, apparently they're a couple. Another teacher comes in and tells Mr. Jones he has to leave, go back to his room. A girl has gum in her hair, so he goes back. Then we cut to Faye in the bathroom trying to get the gum out of her hair. Her friend Matt is there helping her, and Mr. Jones comes in.
And Matt's smoking.
Yes.
And then Mr. Jones tells him not to smoke. It's bad for you and it's not going to lower your voice. And then he goes, damn it. Matt thought that's why he was smoking because he thought it would lower his voice.
Yeah. Another girl, classmate. And here's another thing. Why do they look like they all go to Hogwarts or something, Karen?
They're wearing school uniforms.
But boy,
Were the boys?
I know of all boys schools wearing uniforms and all girls school wearing uniforms, but this is I guess they do, don't they?
Well, we did.
Yeah.
In
So-
Catholic school, we wore uniforms, but this looked like a private school uniform kind of
Okay.
thing.
Another girl eavesdrops on their conversation. That's Elise. Mr. Jones threatens Elise with canceling the Valentine's Day dance if she doesn't stop messing with Faye. He sees her in the hall afterwards.
Yeah, he's in the girls' restroom. So she threatens him because there's a teacher in the girls' restroom.
Yeah, she threatens to set him up. Then we're cut to class, and Mr. Jones calls out Elise in class, embarrasses her in front of all of her classmates, talking about Shakespeare. Isn't it?
Yes, Romeo and Juliet.
Then we cut to lunchtime. Elise steals Mr. Jones's phone, and she's going to text Faye, question mark. Then we cut to Faye talking to Matt, and I wrote, he's in the friend zone. I can tell already.
She treats him horribly.
He likes him, but he likes her, but he's in the friend zone. You can already
Yeah,
tell.
but she treats him poorly through the whole thing, even at the end. But she tells him she's been doing love spells on Mr. Jones. And he says you've been using internet spells. But speaking of love spells, so love spells have a rich, enduring history spanning thousands of years, originating as early as 2200 BCE in ancient Near Eastern, Egyptian, and Greco-Roman traditions to influence romance and desires. These practices have evolved from ancient, often binding rituals and potions into medieval charms focusing on attracting partners, strengthening relationships, or ensuring fidelity through sympathetic magic. Tablets in Egyptian with writing talk about erotic magic aimed at influencing relationships, often using herbs. Greco-Romans used erotic dolls made of clay or lead bound with needles to influence a target. Love potions were popular in medieval Europe. Oh, it says, while often associated with feminine energy, spells were used to secure marriage, but also Nordic women sometimes used spells to break up relationships, while men used them to provoke desire.
As we do, Karen.
So there you go. Been around for a long time, people trying to influence other people.
Hello, boys and girls. Thanks for listening to the Scary Spirits podcast. Karen and I really have a great time putting these episodes together. If you enjoy what you hear, please consider taking the time to leave a review wherever you listen. Reviews really help independent podcasts find listeners. The more listeners we have, the easier it is for people to find us. Now, back to the show.
Faye comes home to find Mom having sex? ? Then we learn it's the first Valentine's Day since her dad's death, and Mom is having sex with one of the girls from the school's father.
Yes, and that girl who hates her, she does say that.
I didn't hear it this time. I didn't know until the very end that was who it was.
That's when she stomps up the stairs.
Mom has moved on. Then Faye gets a text message, and she thinks it's from Mr. Jones because it's coming from his phone, but she doesn't know his phone number. But he says, by the way, it's Mr. Jones.
He's like, I felt a connection today when they were trying to get the gum out of her hair. I would say, I guess that's a popular theme, but I never even consider, a teacher? Do you ever have a crush on a teacher in high school?
No, Karen, no.
Not even in college.
In high school? No, I probably did not.
They just seemed like they were so old, didn't they? When you're in high school and you're like, I don't know. Sorry, that didn't mean to get personal.
I had a couple student teachers in some of my music classes. So.
That was in college, though.
No, in high school.
Oh, okay.
College students come and student teach. But anyway, she texts him back, and Mr. Jones says to come see her the next day at school. He will be working late grading papers. Tells her to make a move.
And then he wants pictures.
Then he wants a picture.
Well, his phone says he wants a picture, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Jones's phone says, ask for a picture, and she sends one. But then he wants something more risque, Karen. And Faye sends him a picture of her in her bra.
Which that's not, I mean, I can see that would be embarrassing, but no worse than a bathing suit, It's not like she sent something worse than that.
Then we cut to the kids who are texting, Elise and the other evil minions, laughing and having a good old time.
I think that's where we first see the boyfriend, right? He's older.
Yeah, we do see him.
He
never do learn his name. I probably wrote it down, though.
No, she says his name, but I can't remember what it is. But he's older. And then
Is it Mick? Because I don't remember saying Mick.
Might be.
Then we have words to read. Valentine's Day. Mr. Jones brings a rose to the teacher he was with earlier. And by now I'm assuming it's Miss Jones.
No, he's Jones. She's Drake, I think.
Yeah, Miss Drake. Sorry.
Yeah.
He offers to come see her the next night at the Valentine's Day dance.
Yeah, she seems to be in charge of decoration and making sure the Valentine's Day dance goes off.
He's talking about having drinks at the Valentine's, sneaking in alcohol.
Yeah. But she's the the teacher that they're coordinating the dance with. She has to chaperone and everything. But there's only like 6 kids in this school, so it shouldn't be that hard.
So then the principal sees them and basically just tells them to keep it professional.
Yeah, they think that no one knows that they're together, but they're flirty all the time. He also says he lost his phone, right?
He does later.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, because she's mad at him and
He has a flower. He has a rose for her. And
yeah, she texted him and he didn't respond because he lost his phone, but he did send her an email, Karen. Come
yeah,
on.
and those girls probably have all the texts that she was sending, but we never hear anything about it.
So then we see Faye at her locker. She has a note in her locker saying it's from Mr. Jones with a rose. And
It totally looks like a man's handwriting. It looks like a girl wrote it.
her friend Matt comes up and offers to take her to the dance. She says no. He's in the friend zone, Karen.
And he's like, come on, just go with me. Just, for me. Let's give up on Mr. Jones. He's an old man.
He's not old.
He's older than high school.
Well, so is she probably, but they do look pretty good. Elise and other kids, the evil minions, are getting ready for the dance, decorating. Miss Drake arrives. She confronts them about bullying Faye, and she threatens the dance, just like Mr. Jones did earlier.
Yeah, like this dance is all they care about.
A couple of the other kids are saying, "Yeah, let's just stop.
Yeah, we don't want to lose we don't want to lose the dance. Yeah,
they do whatever Elise tells them.
Well, she's the queen bee.
Faye texts Mr. Jones that she is on her way. She goes to see Mr. Jones with the rose. Other kids come running through the school to the classroom to watch. Faye tries to come on to Mr. Jones, rubbing his shoulders and whatnot. And then she kisses him, and Mr. Jones says no. And the Elise and the evil minions filmed the whole thing through the window in the door. Elise and the evil minions.
It's just a peck. It's not like they kiss.
No, it's not. They're going to upload some photos somewhere. I don't know what they were talking about. It's probably all made up anyway. Miss Drake arrives again. She knows they're up to something.
I think she's changed yet again.
Yeah. So then we see Mr. Jones. I wrote here talking to the other teacher, but then it's Miss Jones. I couldn't, because again, Miss Drake.
Drake.
It's Miss Drake, because once again, she's changed her appearance completely. So maybe this is over. Well, it's Valentine's Day. This is one day.
No, it's the same day. And she's telling him, though, that he should go to the principal and say what happened because he could lose his job. And he's like, oh, nothing really happened. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to mention it. And
then I wrote, is he drinking beer in the teacher's lounge? Is
yeah,
that where
it's like they're having a drink somewhere. It looks like a cafeteria. I couldn't figure out where they were.
Older extras in there.
Yeah.
Big room.
It was definitely a beer.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like, are they out? Like
Karen,
that scene was very confusing.
Karen, I know a beer when I see it.
I know. So I don't know that scene was weird. But they're talking about him. He should go to the principal and all that stuff. But I don't know where they are.
Then we see Faye looking in her book of black magic. She finds a spell to summon the destroyer of love, Cupid.
Well, that's not until she sees the video, right?
Oh.
Wait. I think she's just looking at the book.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she does anything. Yeah, we're just seeing that she has the ability to do this.
Yeah, I didn't write she reads the incantations.
No,
it didn't happen.
But we see she has this black magic book.
And then I wrote, next day at class, but it can't be, Karen, because it's the same fucking day, right?
Well, now it's Valentine's Day. It's
been Valentine's Day we had words to read that said Valentine's Day.
I thought it said day before
Way
Valentine's
back
Day.
when Mr. Jones.
All right, whatever.
Whatever.
But
next day at class, I wrote, Faye gets a Valentine's Day card. I said, I can't read it on this YouTube video. Britt, the evil minion girl who delivers the Valentine's Day card, unplugs a USB cable, I assume from a wall display jack. And then a video of Faye and Mr. Jones' interaction starts playing on the screen behind Mr. Jones. Faye runs out of the room and Elise trips her. runs out into the hallway and she sees photos of herself hung up on the walls of her and her bra. These are bitches. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hated them. Faye and Elise fight. I was hoping she'd kick her ass, but didn't. Mr. Jones and Miss Drake run in and separate them,
And
and Mr.
that's
Jones
it.
cancels the Valentine's Day dance.
That's it. No dance for you.
Right, and then it's, oh no, hell no, we can't have that. So then we cut to Faye summoning death.
Well, she runs and she has all the ingredients in her purse, candles, the book, the whole thing. I'm like, is she in the chem lab? Where'd she go? But she's still in the school. So I think she's like
Okay, because I was like, I thought she was back home.
no, but she's obviously carrying multiple candles and her black magic book in her purse. So yeah, watch out for us. We'll just whip that stuff out anytime.
It's just what she does when she's bored
Yeah.
or alone. Faye summons death. Faye wants to grant no more love to people in the school. Death makes sure she understands the consequences. Death tells her,
yes, very upset. I mean, think about being a teenager in high school,
yeah.
how mortifying this would be and how upset you would think. I mean, your social life everything is over. It's the end of ends. Everything is so intense at that age. I thought they did a good job of really making it, I hate to use the same word, intense. I mean, everything is so elevated at that time in your life. Everything is live or die by these things. And I think they did a good job of that. Because she's like, yes, no love for anyone.
I'd have been a lot more angry than her, Karen.
Well, you didn't have
saying.
candles and a black magic spell book in your pouch, in your backpack. So,
Well, she didn't believe it works. So,
well, it did. She was very calm
apparently it does.
when death showed up. She was very calm. She accepts the conditions from death.
Death tells her he will summon a demon to end all love. So then Faye's friend Matt comes in and tells her the principal wants to see her. Cut to the principal talking to Elise and Mr. Jones. Principal threatens to expel Elise.
Well, wait, go back just a little bit because the demon will be given 24 hours. There will be no love for 24 hours. He sets all the conditions. So we know then that they have to be done by the end of Valentine's Day.
But I wasn't sure because she said, no, I want them to have no love.
Forever, because she's very hurt. And also 24 hours, if they're already in Valentine's Day.
I know.
Is it 24 hours from when she summoned him?
Not.
No. Yeah, so it's not really 24 hours,
No,
even though they say that. So it was confusing. Anyway, Death shows up. Everybody's cool with it. She signs the contract and has to go to the principal's office. She doesn't literally sign it, but she verbally agrees, and then she gets to go to the principal's office.
Principal tells Elise and all her evil minions they have detention and take down all the Valentine's Day dance decorations, no matter how long it takes. Faye goes to see the principal, and she's going to detention just like the other kids.
Yeah, all together.
Yeah,
that's not a good idea.
Miss Jones, Miss Drake, taking them all to detention, and they're like, well, where's Lena? And we're like, well, duh, in the bathroom. So then we see Lena in the bathroom, and right here I wrote, oh, they have green lights in their bathroom. Fancy. Lena hears noises.
Menacing noises.
The whole time she's in there, and then they come closer and are apparently coming from the stall next to her. She sees 2 feet under the door. She tries to hide. And we see Cupid with an arrow in the stall next to her. She puts her ear to the partition. And it's got like 2 holes in it. Like, ooh, they've tried this already twice. That's what I was thinking. Or that's where the arrow's going to... I didn't know. Cupid shoots her with an arrow through the partition, right in the ear. I guess. Well,
because she's listening.
Yeah, her eardrum.
Yeah, when he comes in, you hear like scraping, almost like he's dragging the arrow along the wall or the ground, and you do hear his wings flapping a little bit.
Did you have closed captioning on your YouTube video, Karen?
I think I did.
I did, because you said scraping, and that's exactly what my closed caption
was. Well, it was scraping.
Lena runs out screaming. Cupid takes a heart-shaped cookie cutter and starts cutting her on the back.
which
I
he
don't know
just
what he was
happened to
doing.
have. I was like, where'd that come from? But
It's
okay.
Cupid. Of course he's going to have a heart-shaped cookie cutter. I didn't question that shit at all. Of everything in this movie, that might have been the least thing I questioned.
He's got it in his pouch.
Then principal gives, like I said, Faye detention, says
Yeah,
we
they
will
just
catch whoever did this.
they gloss over the fact that she kissed a teacher, but she gets in more trouble for getting in the fight than she
It's
does for
not her
kissing the
fault.
teacher.
Not her fault.
Well, but it seems like they should have spent a little more time on that. But then they all end up in the gym together. I
Yep.
thought, well, that's not
All the
very smart
kids in the gym together, taking down decorations and in
because they just had a
detention.
big fight. But okay,
But her friend Matt does
he
volunteer to
shows
come
up. Yeah,
help.
just because he wants to help, even though he doesn't have detention.
Then we have a scene of Mr. Jones and Miss Drake agreeing to have drinks.
They already did.
And then I wrote the kids eating hors d'oeuvres. This is when they're talking about whatever they're eating. And I didn't even,
They say they're so here's when I knew what it was because they're eating.
I
They're
heard them say it
some
tastes
this.
like chicken or it's
Yes,
burnt chicken.
they taste like chicken. I'm like, oh my god, that's from that girl's back. It was the skin off her back.
Miss Drake and Elise have words. Elise says, "Good day. I'm just leaving detention. What are you going to do, bitch?"
Yeah, she wants her phone. She won't give her phone. She just walks out.
So then Miss Drake tells Principal that Elise has left detention and is trying to leave the school. Principal chases after Elise. Elise gets in a car with a guy outside. The guy can't get his car started. Principal stands in front of the car and tells them to get out of the car. But then they all look up at the sky and we see Cupid
Coming at him.
flying around. Cupid shoots the principal in the eye again with an arrow.
Like he's got impeccable aim.
Then he shoots the guy driving as he is running away in the leg. Elise and her boyfriend run to the school as Miss Drake holds the door open for them.
Yeah, the guy who's getting shot is Elise's boyfriend.
Cupid shoots the guy again. They run into the school gymnasium.
No, they go to the. Don't they go to the health clinic or something? Maybe not. I don't know. But why did they kill the principal? Like I guess she said everyone. She didn't just say the people who had wronged her because he's just killing everybody.
I guess Miss Drake goes to see Mr. Jones and asks for his phone. Yeah, because she's going to try to call for help. But all the phones are dead, she says.
Yeah, I think the car not starting was part of it too. That
Probably.
Cupid's
Not to mention it.
controlling.
Miss
Yeah.
Drake tells Mr. Jones that there's a killer. Then we see Elise telling the other kids about what she saw. Kids don't believe her. She tells them that the principal is dead. And then Faye begins to realize it's the demon that she conjured. Mr. Jones and Miss Drake come to help the boy. His wounds look infected. This is Elise's boyfriend. He starts spitting up blood. Again, green lights. Mr. Jones tells Miss Drake to get all the kids out.
Yeah, they did it. It's kind of cool effect on the boyfriend's skin where the poison is spreading and immediately Mr. Jones knows if it gets to his heart, he's going to die. I don't know how he knows that, but
Miss Drake has Miss Simpson, who's another teacher we've just been introduced to. Well, we saw her earlier. Take the kids upstairs. Matt questions Faye because she's acting weird. Mr. Jones says the boy is poisoned. He can see it traveling to his heart.
it was pretty cool, I thought.
Kids and Mrs. Simpson go upstairs to the gymnasium. Yeah, so they must be in the lab or something now. Heart pumping video starts showing.
And all the lights go
On
out
the
too.
screen.
Yeah.
They see Cupid. Cupid aims his arrow at them and they run away. First kid leaving is shot by the arrow and dies. Didn't even know who it was. Cupid chases them all through the hall. He shoots Miss Simpson and Matt. Miss Simpson falls to the ground, but the others run away.
She's got an attitude, Miss Simpson. She's like, screw you.
Yeah,
And then
Cupid pulls an arrow from Miss Simpson's body and stabs her in the head. She gone.
But she goes down with fighting words.
And then Elise and Daryl,
One of the other minions.
the male minion, finds a book of magic. Cut to Matt and Faye in the bathroom. Matt has an arrow through his arm,
Yeah, he doesn't look
and
good.
"Love kills" is written on the mirror in the bathroom in what appears to be blood. Cut to Cupid in another bathroom, I guess, and grabs a girl, and I think it's a Brit. I
It's
think
one
it's
of the
Brit.
other minions. She had some lines
Yeah.
and things, yeah.
He grabs Brit and shoves
Because
a dozen roses down her throat.
they all kind of scatter, and she looks like she went into the locker room or something. And I
Yeah.
thought, because it has a lot of places to hang coats, I thought she was going to get shoved up on on the
Hook.
hooks or something. Because I said, never run where there's hooks. But yeah, she gets choked by a dozen roses.
Shoves a dozen roses down her mouth. Oh, I assume it's a dozen. I didn't count them, Karen.
Well,
And then the stems come through her neck. She gone. And this is a scene where I'd seen an image of it, a still of it, so I kind of knew it was coming. But it's a pretty good kill, I think.
it's different.
Cut back to Matt and Faye. Faye tells Matt he is infected and they have to get to the medical lab. Matt tells Faye that he was the one who sent her the Valentine's Day card, and he's had a crush on her since 5th grade or some shit, Karen. Since
And
when
that she,
they used to
even
sleep
in this
over.
situation, she friend zones him.
She does.
You're like a little brother to me.
They hear a noise and go to investigate. They find Lena in the stall. And I wrote, oh, apparently the kids were eating cookies made from Lena's skin earlier.
Yes.
Because we see
That was
the
gross.
cookie cutter
Yeah.
and whatnot. Yeah.
And they realize it too.
Well, Matt realizes. Matt lets me know. Oh, okay. Jones and Miss Drake arrive, and they take Matt to the science lab. They find that Elise and Daryl are there, and then Elise starts blaming Faye for everything that happened because she found her spell book, which she just left in the lab, apparently.
Yeah, she just abandoned it. Which begs the question, where'd it come from?
I don't know.
I mean, we saw the original in the first scene. The one girl had summoned it and used the book.
I guess it wasn't a spell. It was Book of Black Magic or something.
Yeah, but like, did she just go to the library? I mean, I'm asking for a friend.
No. You can't get that book in the library, Karen. Did you see it? It was like bound in leather with a.
You think it was from maybe a used bookstore? Where do you think you go to find that?
Maybe an oddities and curiosities show or something like that.
Something like that. That both of these girls happen to go to.
There's a store in Loveland called Memento Mori. They might have something like that, Karen.
Oh, well, we should make a field trip. It was just occurred to me, like, the one girl had it and it was a disaster, as we saw in the first scene. So maybe they had an estate sale because the whole family was dead. I don't know.
Maybe.
And then this girl, who happens to be the same age, gets her hands on it. I don't know. Just never was explained where it came from.
And it was 2 years apart, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention, but where did it come from? Who wrote it?
Or was it 2 days? I mean, there was words to read at the very beginning.
No, it was both Valentine's Day. So it was either because she had to wait the 24 hours.
Okay, so the first scene it says Valentine's Day. Then the next scene is 2 days until Valentine's Day. So it's at least a year later.
Right.
But whatever. Yeah. So then Faye she comes clean, basically tells them it was her fault. She tells them she's sorry. Elise says, well, I'm just going to go find my friends. This is all your fault.
I'm going down fighting if I go down. I always love when people say that because I'm like hiding under the bench I'm not going out there, but okay.
Elise and Daryl go to the gymnasium and we see them watching the movie of the pumping heart.
Right.
Cut back to the lab. I said, Mr. Jones has Matt's arm in a vice. Is he going to amputate Matt's arm?
That seems more like the shop. Like, wasn't it called Shop?
Yes.
I don't remember any vices being it. Well,
maybe they're not in the lab. I don't know. Maybe they did go to the shop.
The chem lab had things to hold the tubes, but I wouldn't call them vices. But anyway, yeah, Matt's locked in a vice, and Mr. Jones has a hacksaw.
So then Faye tells Matt that he's going to take him on a date after this is all over, Karen.
Yeah. That's all you have to do to get a date with Faye is get your arm cut off. Worth it.
First, you got to get hit with an arrow from Cupid, a poison arrow, which is going to
True.
kill you. So you have to get your arm cut off. Again, just like The Walking Dead. This happens in The Walking Dead too. Somebody gets bit and they cut off whatever appendage.
Oh,
So
interesting.
yeah, so the whatever it is doesn't reach your brain or whatever. And I wrote, apparently Mr. Jones studied to be a doctor. He tells them he can save Matt's life. You're a doctor, Karen. Could you save Matt's life?
I don't think I could cut someone's arm off. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would let someone cut my arm off.
Well, or okay, well you're not having your arm cut off.
No, but if
You're
you
cutting
were
someone's arm
if
off.
you were Matt in this situation, I mean, obviously
You'd let me die. Is that what you're saying?
no, but would you let me cut your arm off? Would you believe me? I don't think you'd believe me.
I might. I've seen The Walking Dead, and now I've seen this, so I'm like,
Okay, well,
cut it off.
you've done your research, so
I
you would
have.
trust me.
So back at the gymnasium, Cupid hits Daryl with something. I don't know what he was. It looked like he was throwing bricks at him, but they looked square, but I couldn't tell what they were. And then but they stick into his back. So then he slits his throat with
It almost,
Valentine's decoration.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are those Valentine's Day cards? He's like
I
throwing
think it is. Yeah, like
throwing stars or
throwing
whatever.
stars. Yeah, because he
And
slit
gives
his
him
throat.
a very severe paper cut on his neck.
Yes, yes, very severe.
Very entertaining, though. Back at the lab, Faye gives Matt a kiss, and Mr. Jones starts sawing through his arm. Blood flies everywhere, splatters all over everybody. And eventually his arm falls to the ground. Of course, he's screaming the whole time, and everyone else is screaming because they got blood all over them, and it's just glorious. So then Elise finds Britt with the roses down her throat, so she's starting to find her friends now.
Well, because she ran out of the gym, and her friend is on the ground, and he says, "Help me!" and she just runs away.
Back at the lab, Faye tells them she summoned the demon. She didn't think it would work. It's just something she does when she's alone.
When she's lonely, it's a
Mr.
guilty
Jones-
pleasure.
Mr. Jones asks how they stop it. Faye tells them they have to survive until the end of Valentine's Day, and the clock on the wall says like 11:50.
Yeah,
So
they got
they got
about
10
10
minutes.
minutes. Yeah,
Mr.
they
Jones,
just have to stay out of sight.
and then Mr. Jones just says, "We should get some towels for Matt." I was like, "Well, he's bleeding out
Yeah.
by now."
I hope they tourniqueted his arm or something.
So then Miss Drake gives Mr. Jones a kiss before he and Faye leave.
He's like, "Don't leave, don't leave. No, let Matt just bleed out. Don't leave me."
Then we see Elise running through the school. She runs into Cupid. He aims at her. She runs away and runs into Mr. Jones and Faye. They run away together. Back at the lab, Cupid has arrived. But in my notes, Karen, my dictation, text to speech, it says, "Stupid has arrived." Mr. Jones, Elise, and Faye in a room. I don't know where they are. They're in a room, which is something else I should say as I'm reading this. This is probably a pretty big school. All we see is the gym and the lab and this odd room, pretty much the whole time, and a hallway.
In a classroom. There's one classroom.
Elise tells Faye that all her friends are dead. Elise doesn't like Faye, we learn, because Elise's dad is screwing Faye's mom. He must have been the guy we saw
Yeah,
in relations with Faye's mom.
yeah. And she said, "This all is because your
And I
mom
didn't
couldn't."
get that at the beginning. So
Yeah, this is all because your mom couldn't keep her legs closed, is what Elise says.
then they hear Miss Drake scream. They run and enter the gymnasium to see Cupid aiming an arrow at Miss Drake.
Yeah. So weren't they in the lab? Like what?
They
He
just go
just
from
left-
the gym to the lab, gym to the lab, gym to the
But
lab.
now Miss Drake is in the gym. Has she left Matt in the lab?
No,
Oh, he's
she
there
brought
with-
him into the gym.
Okay.
And we said, we got to go get some towels. So they're going back to the lab. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I guess. Mr. Jones tells Miss Drake to stay calm. Faye then reads another incantation and she summons death again. She says she wants Cupid to stop Death tells her they must wait it out for the 24 hours.
You knew the consequences. You agreed to them.
Faye says, no, I want it to end now. I'm the boss here. Death tells her there has to be a sacrifice.
Yeah, so she's going to step up and sacrifice herself.
So then they check the clock, and it's 2 minutes to midnight, Karen.
But Death says
that's an Iron Maiden song.
Ooh, we got one in. But Death says that's enough to kill everybody in here, 2 minutes.
Yes, off the Power Slave album, Karen.
Is it about killing everybody in the room? Maybe. Could be. It's open to interpretation, but
there is a lot of like terrorists and stuff in the video, but I'm not sure that's really what it's about. Cupid aims his arrow at Mr. Jones. Faye tells them to stop. Death tells her she must give her own life. And then Faye pushes Cupid out of the way, and he falls very easily away. Then Elise turns her head, and I guess she looks at Death. She's like, oh, shit, because they were told they weren't supposed to look at.
Yeah, because if you look in their eyes, then they'll steal your soul or something.
Then Cupid goes up to her and stabs her with an arrow in the head. Midnight.
So it wasn't enough time to kill everyone. It was just enough time to kill Elise.
Cupid disappears because Faye pushed Cupid out of the way. Slapped him out of the way. Matt arrives at the gymnasium. So Miss Jones has brought Matt to the gym now. And they get ready to take Matt to the hospital.
And everybody's just, it's like, it becomes midnight and everybody's like, oh, we made it. And they're all fine and happy. I mean,
we're going to talk about what we're going to do next. Said, well, we should probably take Matt to the hospital.
Yes. And how are you going, like I said before, how are you going to explain that, it was Cupid that cut his, like I had to cut his arm off because Cupid, the demon, was here. And it just, this is a very trite ending. Anyway, go on.
But then Elise jumps up and screams. I think a startle scare here. She just like does the whole, where like they come up like from lying on the table and come straight up or whatever. She's lying on the ground. She just pops straight up and screams. Then Faye hits her in the head with the spell book, I guess, and Elise falls down and she gone, apparently. That's all it
took. So she just killed her. She had a chance to save her and she just, it's not like you get possessed when she just killed her in cold blood.
She deserved it, Karen.
You can do a lot of things, but you don't always deserve things like that.
Oh, she deserves it. I think.
Good to know, Greg. She deserves it in a horror movie. In real life, not sure.
The thing she did was to that
terrible.
Faye was terrible.
Yeah, she should be punished, but not killed with a poison arrow from a demon. And then when she almost might survive, get smacked down so to make sure she isn't.
And then after she did that, I'm like, well, maybe she fell down and put the arrow through her head even more.
She got piffed some more.
Yes. Oh, yeah, piffed. So then Miss Drake takes Matt to the hospital, finally.
Which leaves Mr. Jones and Faye to talk.
Mr. Jones. And then they're talking, and then Mr. Jones kisses Faye. He tells her the love spells that Faye was conjuring at the beginning of the film must have worked. And he tells her she has to find a spell to end it as he's like thumbing through the spell book or whatever. And Faye gets a look on her face, and I'm not sure what she's going to do here, Karen. I'm just not sure. I haven't watched it twice.
It ends a little ambiguously.
And then credits, the end.
Yeah.
She doesn't even say anything. It's just a look on her face, and then it ends.
She's rethinking the promise that she would never use the spell book again. But will he remember that it's a spell? Because if he does, that takes some of the fun out of it.
Maybe. All right, Karen, what did you think of the Broken Heart cocktail?
It's good.
It's a lovely pink.
It is. It's very Valentine's Day.
It's basically a screwdriver with cranberry juice, right? That's what it is.
Well, it has some. Does a screwdriver have triple sec in it?
Screwdriver is orange juice and vodka.
Yeah. Okay.
So triple sec is an orange liqueur. So it actually has more alcohol than a screwdriver, Karen.
Yeah.
But you got orange, vodka, and cranberry.
It's good.
It is good.
I like the pink color. I think it's appropriate if you're having a Valentine's soiree. It would definitely work. Or if you're sitting home alone on Valentine's Day, that works too.
Mine has evaporated twice now.
Are you feeling the love finally then?
I am feeling love. Feeling all warm and fuzzy inside, Karen.
Well, don't worry, it'll pass.
God, I hope so. All right, Karen. Anything we learned today?
Well, I think we should have learned don't summon demons on Valentine's Day. We learned about Cupid and Psyche, why Cupid was so angry. And we learned about love spells, the history of them.
Yes, I also got an Iron Maiden reference in there.
Almost didn't make it, but you got it in there.
Came through at the end, Karen. Came through at the end.
That's all that matters, Greg. It's a win. A win's a win.
Anyone you need to thank this week, Karen?
Well, I definitely want to thank our listener. There are so many podcasts out there. We really appreciate when you spend time with us. What about you, Greg? Who do you need to thank?
Karen, I'm going to thank our friends and listeners in the Golden State.
California stepping up.
That's because that's where you used to live, Karen.
Oh, I'm sure. All of my
All
friends
your friends
there.
in California are tuning in.
They miss my charming, delightful voice.
Your banter, yes.
Yes. I'm sure that's what it is.
And the band Verse 13 for providing all the music in the Scary Spirits podcast.
Because the music, they actually do make the podcast better.
Indeed. Anything else, Karen?
Well, happy Valentine's Day. And especially on this day, please drink responsibly.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to the Scary Spirits podcast, where the movies might be iffy, but the drinks are always solid. We would love to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Scary Spirits Podcast, or go to our website, scaryspirits.com. And if you want the direct line, email us at info@scaryspirits.com. If you really want to help us out, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. And remember, always drink responsibly. See you next week.